Hello and welcome back to Milk It Reviews. Right, head torches, headlights, headlamps, whatever you want to call them. 511 have brought out two. They've been in their range for a little while now, and I've just really got round to picking these up. There's something that I've found over the years, excuse me, that a head torch is really worth its weight in gold, especially if you're in a position where you need to keep your hands free. So it's something that I've used over many years. Normally keep one in the car. I actually managed to rebuild the engine on an Isuzu Trooper right in the middle of one winter using a head torch. It was all done at night because of working commitments, right? And I'll tell you what, ever since that day I've really realised the real value of having one of these about. What I will do towards the end of this, right, is I will just give you a sneak preview of the other headlamp even, just so you can get an idea of what they are and the differences between them. It's something obviously you're going to need to think carefully if you're looking to buy this sort of thing, exactly what you're going to be spending your money on, right, and what suits your particular needs. Right, well, anyway, without any more messing about, this is the Search and Rescue H3. It's got an XP-G2 spot beam Cree LED. That's the bit that gives you the light out of there. Right, you've got three LEDs on this. I won't light it up just yet because it plays havoc with the camera. You've got your main spot LED in the centre here, and there's one either side which you can see is a diffused cover on it, right, which gives you your flood beam on it. You've got two switches, one on the bottom here underneath the orange rubber covering, and one on the top, again under the orange covering, and on, so I'm getting this back to the front here, look, and on the side there, we'll go into that in a minute, is a kill switch, right, which, to be perfectly honest with you, is worth its weight in gold. Right, that way you're going to put this in your pack and not run the risk of it switching on accidentally, so when you need it most, your batteries are flat. Right, but anyway, let's have a closer look at how this ticks. The light unit itself, bearing in mind you've got a very good, comfortable head strap system on this. I've got a rather large head. I take a size 62 crash helmet, and well, the next size up, as I was told, was the cardboard box it came in. But I could do with a size up, right, from the 62 that I have. It really does stretch quite well. It's very adjustable, right? It's got a very natty two lines of rubberized material in there that really does grip. It's not making it uncomfortable at all, but you can just see them shining there. They go all the way around, right, and they just keep the head torch in position. The kill switch, right, we'll switch it on. Right now I've just switched the kill switch on the side. Right, now please excuse the camera if it does funny things. Right, the top switch here operates the main spot beam. Okay, that's on its highest output. Push it again, it drops down a level, and again push it and it's off. Now on the highest level, right, you're getting, with the spot, you're getting, so I've had to write this down because it gets a little bit confusing. Right, 286 lumens just out of that one light on its highest setting. Right, on the next setting, the lower setting on the spotlight is 104 lumens. Then moving to the outer pair, just these on their own, right, the high on those is 48 lumens and the low is 10. Right, now 48 lumens out of these, and I've tried this obviously in the dark, right, at the end of the day is more than enough light to walk safely, right, in pitch black, right. So I will be quite happy walking through woodland with just that level of lighting. So if you want to drop it down to 10 lumens, absolutely superb. If you're sitting there you want to read, right, 10 lumens more than adequate for that. And bearing in mind, right, on 10 lumens, this battery pack with fresh alkalines in it, will give you 92 hours. Right, on the 48 lumen setting, right, will give you 20 hours. The 286 lumen spot, the spot beam in the middle, so that's the highest setting, 8 hours. And 104 lumens, which is the low setting on the spot in the middle, is 104 lumens, and that's 25 hours. Now if you really want to crank the power up on this, you can switch the whole lot on. So you can have both the outer LEDs on and the inner spot beam, so you've got the whole lot switched on. Now that will give you a grand total of the high setting of 338 lumens and a battery life of 5¼ hours, and switching all three on the low setting is giving you 113 lumens and 19 hours usage out of your batteries. So you know, it's lots and lots of flexibility to this. Now moving around to the actual power side of things, as I showed you this, sorry I didn't show you, right, this one's on 3 batteries, right, they're Duracells, right, that come with it. Every flashlight that I've had so far from 511 has come complete with Duracell batteries, and I think that's great, because a lot of companies, they just put cheap and cheerful nasty batteries, just enough to go, yes it works, and then they drop dead, right? But with 511 you're getting good quality cells, right, which are going to allow you to put this to proper use as soon as you open the packaging, and I think that is brilliant, right? Really, really good. Right, on the actual battery pack itself, now these batteries are coming up for renewal, right, but if you push the, you can see a red LED lighting up there. Right, that's a battery test button on the end there that I was pushing. Now that straight away is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. Right, batteries do deplete with not even using them. You can leave this in a bag, right, and then you find the batteries, they can just dwindle down to nothing, right. But especially some rechargeable AA cells will literally go flat in the space of 2 or 3 weeks, so be very aware of that. And the idea that you've got this testing facility on here, I think is worth its weight in gold. So just one of those things to just be a little bit aware of. But that would normally, with fresh batteries and good levels of power, right, that would actually show green. Amber shows you that you're on about half charge, right, and red, you need to be changing them, so I will be changing these shortly. But having said that, this battery pack is removable. Now we've got an orange sort of buttony switch thing there. If we depress that, that battery pack slides off. Now I would guess that you could actually get a spare 1 or 2 or 10 of these, whatever, right through 511. I don't know for certain, but I guess that you could. I would look into that maybe if you think that you're going to be giving it lots and lots of use and you want these ready to just swap very quickly. Although you can change the batteries fast enough, you may just want the ease of sliding this off and sliding one on. The other thing that I will say is definitely worth looking at is this. Now this is a nickel metal hydride battery pack that will fit the H3, which is this headlight, and the H6, which I will show you in a minute, right, which is this one's bigger brother. Right, so it's something that's worth thinking of. This will give you approximately, when it's fully charged, 2 hours light on full power. Right, now it may not sound a lot, but 2 hours is quite a bit, and it depends on how you're using it, obviously, as to whether or not you would find this of use. So it's something that you really do need to think very, very carefully about. But again, you've got the battery test facility on there. This one's showing green. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Right, it's just one of those things that you that with the amount of use that you may be getting, right, or maybe giving this, I should say, it's something that you might want to think carefully about. Comes with a mains charger, right, there's a selection of international charging adapters that comes with this, right, pop it on charge and away you go, and it just literally just clips on the back, right, so this could be your backup spare, right, or one you use all the time, and keep this with fresh batteries as a backup spare if you needed them. Right, it's really your choice. Right, with all headlights, they're like everything else that you buy. Right, there's lots to them. Right, there's lots and lots of bits of information and so forth. So please just think carefully, right, before you go jumping in the deep end. If you're looking to buy a headlamp, by all means drop me a line. Now, I'm not the greatest authority on other ones. Ones that I've got, yes, I don't mind commenting on, right, but there's a lot of headlights out there, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know the first thing about them. So, you know, don't be surprised if you do ask what's this make or that model. Don't be surprised if the answer you get is sorry, I can't comment because I don't know. But if you find that this, the H3, maybe not powerful enough for what you want, then you just move that across. I said I'd show you briefly. This is its big brother, the H6. Now, instead of having 3 LEDs on this one, you have 5. You've got 2 diffused LEDs there and 3 spot LEDs. Now, I'm not going to start going into this because there is a separate review about this particular product. But the maximum power output of this, 470 lumens with a 10.5 hour battery life. Sorry, and the minimum, absolute minimum, 15 lumens, right, with a 262 hour battery life, right. And this one, right, it all detaches the same as the H3, but this one works on 6 Duracell batteries. Right, and I've left the insulator in there just so that it's just me, right. I think it's easy enough to leave it in there. It stops any accidental discharge of the batteries. Right, I've normally got the one sitting in the 3-cell battery pack, but I was using this morning, so that's why it's not in there. Right, so at the end of the day, right, lots to think about with head torches. By all means, fire away with any questions you may have. Right, I really don't mind answering them. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Right, you'll find there's lots more 511 product videos coming out. Right, and if you are a subscriber, I have trouble with that. Right, you will get the up-to-date notifications when the new videos have been published. Right, any questions, like I say, please feel free to ask. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Bye bye.